Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another Disney video for you. This is my first Disney haul or haul video in general. Didn't think I'd ever want to do one of these, but I got a lot of really cool stuff that I kind of wanted to show off and just talk about because I think this stuff is pretty cool. And it's not going to be just Disney. I did get some stuff from Universal Studios that I wanted to show because it was our first time going to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, and that was a lot of fun. And I'll talk about that in another video. So this might be a long video, so I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm gonna do these kind of in order of how I kind of got these things or like where we got them from. And the first thing that we got, first day we landed, we didn't go to any of the parks the first day that we got to Florida, but we did go to Disney Springs, and one of my big things was I need to go to Gideon's Bakehouse because I had been following them since before they opened their Disney Springs location, or just before, like they were working on it and stuff, and they were doing like soft openings, and I was like, I need to go to this place when we go back to Disney. And you had to have like a virtual queue, or there was like you had to have like a virtual pass or something. You had to get in line, sign up, and they text you when to come back. And we had gotten there, I want to say probably about 8 o'clock that Monday that we arrived, and 8 o'clock to the Disney Springs. And I had asked, like, hey, is the virtual line closed or can we get in? And he said, yes, we're actually at capacity for the rest of the night, but we're waiting on some people who haven't shown up yet. So if you want to just hop in line, we can make some magic happen. And I was like, oh my God, you're the best person ever because you just made my night. Like, I know it's a little thing, you just letting me in line, but this means so much to me. So he let us in line and we were able to get some cookies. First of all, these cookies are 8 ounces each. I bought 5. It was almost 2.5 pounds, if not 2.5 pounds. I know 8 ounces adds up to 2.5 pounds, but you know, that's kind of like a give or take situation. But 2.5 pounds of cookies, pretty awesome. The cookies were very good. I think my favorite, I really love the cookies and cream one, and then the Frankenstein's monster were really good. We ended up going back, so this is the box here that the cookies came in, and then we ended up going back because I wanted a slice of Frankenstein cake, but they were out that day, and so we got another slice of cake here, and that's what that came in. And I'm keeping the boxes because I think they're really cute, and I'm going to display them. The other thing we got were these really cute stickers. Now, I really like the art style of everything at Gideon's Bakehouse. Like these right here are these are menu cards, but I liked like this art so much that I'm gonna keep it and I might frame it. But yeah, we got these stickers. This is honestly, I think this one right here is my favorite sticker. We have no idea. Alex bought the stickers. We have no idea where we're gonna put them, but they're really cute and we couldn't pass them up. So we're definitely saving those and going to put them somewhere nice. And then I'm not big into pins or pin trading or anything, but I had to get this pin because I do have one more Gideon's pin that's essentially this guy, except he's not holographic like this one is. But I did get this one that it's a black cat with the moon background, and the moon, all the white parts glow in the dark. Because I thought it was super cute. I mean, that bakehouse is very like Halloween oriented, which Halloween is my favorite holiday. And then I also got this shirt that matches the pin there. And they asked me when I asked, I was like, hey, do you have the black cat shirt? And they were like, yeah. Do you want the regular one or do you want the Halloween one? And I went, Halloween one? Which one's the Halloween one? I don't know what the difference was, but they were like, it's that one over there in the window. And I said, okay, give me that one. I think the biggest difference might be this one has like some bats on it. And maybe the outer edges, the borders of it aren't orange, but I was like, either way, give it to me. So I got it. So I highly recommend you go there. Try to go maybe like as early as you can, get in that virtual line. That way you can guarantee that you're gonna be getting in there, because you can't always guarantee that they are gonna let you into that line even without the reservation. Because that guy that let us in, I'm like, again, simplest thing that you could have done, made my night. Moving on. So we went to Universal Studios, and we're starting to get more into like glasses for some reason. I had a friend, her sister was like clearing out some of her house, I guess, and she had like maybe a dozen of these like Disney glasses that she wanted to get rid of, and she gave them to me, and I was like, cool. So we're kind of going for this different kind of look here at home with like not matching glasses. And so we got like these Halloween Horror Nights glasses here, which are very cool. I love the art style on all these. This one is all the park icons that they've had over the past 30 years for Horror Nights. This one we had to get Beetlejuice because number one, I love Beetlejuice, and then number two is the only haunted house that we ended up doing because we were a little too scared to do the other ones. But I was like, we got to do the Beetlejuice one. That one's gonna be fine. And then this one here is kind of the classic Universal horror monsters. And then the shirts that we got this one right here, just says 30 years, 30 fears, Universal Studios, Horror Nights thing on the sleeve there, and then on the back. This is what I really liked about this shirt, was this like art style. If you don't know, like if you don't follow me on social media or anything, I don't have any videos posted anymore of like me doing aerials and stuff, but I do circus stuff, and so anything circus like really speaks to me, and I had to get this shirt. They had like a big poster version of this, but it was on like a wood frame and stuff, and it was just too heavy, and I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna hang that, so I had to get the shirt version instead. And then we ended up deciding, I feel like we bought a lot more shirts than we usually do, because we usually don't buy shirts, and there was also not a lot for us to buy. Like as far as like little trinkets go, not a lot that we usually get. So we got this one as well, just a Universal Studios Florida logo with some icons and horror monsters, and we really like the white trim that's on the sleeves and on the neck there. And then my favorite part of Universal Studios is the Harry Potter areas, and this was a really cool shirt that we got at Nocturne Alley. Of all things, my fiance now, he wasn't fiance yet when we bought this shirt, but he bought this at Nocturne Alley, and he is a Hufflepuff. I myself am Slytherin. Guy was shocked at the counter. It was fun. And then I had to get this one because I thought it was really cute, and I have the shoes to match this one. This is from Weasley's Wizard Weezes. I thought this was super cute, super graphic, and like I said, I have shoes that match this. So that'll be a fun outfit to wear one day. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all of the Universal stuff. All right, and then we move on to Disney. There was a Disney store at Disney Springs that I think it was like the Christmas shop. We love Christmas. Like, Halloween's my favorite holiday. Christmas is probably Alex's favorite. And we had to go to like every time we saw a Christmas shop, we had to stop and go in there. And we have a Disney Christmas tree, and so we had to get some ornaments. And I'm pretty sure this was all the ornaments we got. But we had to get some ear ones because we didn't have any Mickey ear style ornaments. And we saw this one. He really liked the Tiki Room one. It's very cute design. And then we really loved Mickey's Runaway Railway, and they had these outside the attraction, and we definitely had to get this because it's also very cute design. And then I love Phantasmic, and we saw this one, and I was like, I need that one. This one you have to be kind of careful with. The other ones I weren't so worried about if they broke or anything, because really it's just like the ears that I'd be worried about breaking. But this one, the wing kind of, it's a little loose, and so I gotta just glue that back on, but that's not an issue. But yeah, I really like this one. And the next things that we kind of got, I think we got those from Disney Springs, except for this one we got from Hollywood Studios. These we didn't pay anything for because they give you these when something special happens. Before we did any souvenir shopping at the parks, we went to Memento Mori right after we got engaged, and they gave us these just engaged happily ever after pins that have the date of when it happened. So that was really sweet, and we wore these for the rest of the trip. And then I got this shirt that I'm wearing here from Memento Mori. And then I saw these online, and I absolutely had to get one because I need it for my room. And online, on like eBay and stuff, they don't have this on Shop Disney, unfortunately. But on like eBay, these go for like $100 and something, $110, $200, whatever, because they're only really available in the park. I mean, in the park, they're only $80, and this is actually a little bit bigger than I expected them to be. I don't know why I expected it to be maybe like about that tall. I only got one because I think what I'm going to do is put it in between my stretching portraits in my room or in our bedroom, and it's going to go above like where the Haunted Mansion sign is, because since he does face kind of low, I was like, it's either going to go above or below the sign, but the way he's facing, it looks much better from like high up. It's really great. I love this so much. My only complaint about this is I wish it had something in the back to mount it to the wall. Like, you know, if you ever see like the floating shelves and stuff, they have stuff on the back that you just mount it to the wall. That's my only complaint. I don't know why I mean, maybe it's too heavy because it is a little weighted. But that's one thing that I would have really loved. Rather than like having to install another shelf and set it on top, because I don't want it to kind of break this kind of design. But we're gonna see what we can do, because I'm honestly just worried about putting it on the shelf. I mean, I know it'll be high up, but my mind goes worst case scenario that's somehow this gets like knocked over, and I don't want that to happen because I love this so much. Because I've wanted a gargoyle like this for so long, and when they finally released it, I was like, oh my god, I need it. So I'm probably gonna build like a special shelf for it. That way I can make sure it doesn't move or anything. Oh, and they were really cool because they as soon as I asked about somebody grabbing me one, because they have it up on a shelf and you have to ask for them to get it for you. They asked me, do you want it shipped home? It's in a pretty big box, and they're not wrong. The box is like pretty big. And I was like, yes, please ship it home. That way I don't have to worry about it, because honestly, it wasn't going to fit in any of my suitcases, and it would have to be like a personal carry-on item onto the plane. So it is like $12, I believe, to ship it home, but I used my Visa Disney card, and that pretty much took care of the shipping, because you get like a percentage off when you use that card. So that is that. Oh, I forgot about this one. At Universal Studios, there is this place called the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen. We went there our first trip to Disney, and I loved the chocolate desserts there, and they have some pretty good food. I've had other people tell me they didn't care for the food, and I'm like, what are you ordering? Because the food, every time I order, the food is really good. And I always have to get like their candy and stuff. And we didn't really have any chocolate desserts this time because they had some macarons that we wanted, and they're really good. But I have a bunch of their other candy jars, and this was a new one that I hadn't seen before, and so we decided to get this one. And it's just a little jar, but it's got like a wax seal kind of thing on the front. and each one was different. There were 3 versions of this. There's one. This one's bronze, one is gold, and I think the other one is silver. And each one just represents what's inside it. The gold one was, I think, dark chocolate covered peanuts. This one is milk chocolate covered almonds, and then the other one is like caramel filled chocolate, I believe, something like that. I'll be honest, not my favorite chocolate covered almond. Now this is milk chocolate amaretto almonds. I don't know if that makes a difference in the way it tastes, because to me it tasted like they put almond extract in the chocolate to like amp up the almond. I'm not sure, but it just put a weird taste in my mouth, and I wasn't the biggest fan. But this is honestly more for looks than it is for eating, so that's fine with me. One of the next things that we bought when we went to Epcot, calm down. Alex saw somebody wear these, and he absolutely needed one. Is these little Remy ears. He thought they were the cutest thing, and honestly, he looks really adorable in them. And we don't really collect ears either, but you know, when there's a good one, we have to get it. And you know, like, I think these are more for like women to wear, I guess, and like the guys get more of like the cap design. And they don't have a lot of options when it comes to like that cap design, so he really liked these, and he got them, and I think we're gonna hang them up somewhere. And then I wasn't gonna get this until I rode the Remy's Ratatouille adventure, because it ended up being a very cute ride, and I'll talk about that in another video. But this was really cute. Let me make sure it's on. Yeah, it's on. And I couldn't pass it up. Yeah. So underneath, you have the battery pack, and you have the on-off switch. And it's just a regular chef hat and stuff, and it's got the logo there. But on the side, it's got this little slice of cheese. And when you tap it, it turns it on. That's it when you tap it once. When you tap it a second time, I believe it's supposed to, yeah, it like switches sides and stuff. And then you tap it a third time. If you can kind of hear it, it makes music. And then you tap it a fourth time, and it pops out the top. And I thought that was super cute, so I had to get it after we rode the ride. Like, we had to hunt this down. And then as far as ears go, I had seen these once when we had first gotten to Disney, these Stitch ears. Afterwards, I could not find these anywhere for some reason until like our last full day at the park, which was Sunday at Animal Kingdom. And I was like, give me them. So I got them, and then like afterwards I ended up finding them everywhere, and I was like, okay. But they're really cute. And yeah, I just had to add them to my collection. I'm not, I said this before, I'm not the biggest collector of pins, but I ended up getting to a point where I started collecting some of them, and I'll kind of just let you guess what my favorite character is. For starters, no, it wasn't this first. Let me see here. So I saw, we were at Epcot, and I saw these 2 pins, and I was like, I need those, give me them. So I got them. And then we started going around more. Oh, I think I bought this one first. I bought this at some shop in Disney Springs, I think. I can't remember, but I had to buy something that was 50th anniversary, and this was my favorite of the 50th anniversary pins because it had Mickey and Minnie, the castle in it, whereas a lot of the other pins, they just have characters and the 50, but I wanted the castle in them. So we got those, and then I had to get this one from another shop, a little Gay Pride Stitch. And then I saw this. I hadn't seen it anywhere else. I don't remember what shop I got this at, but I ended up finding it like everywhere else after, of course. This is like a skull rock from like Peter Pan. I thought it was a really cool pin, so I had to get that one. And then I love the Avatar rides, and I thought this was really pretty, and so I decided to get that one too, because they didn't really get anything else from Pandora. And then Alex bought this one. He loves Figment, and so we saw this one, and we had to get that one as well. I think this is a magnet. Yeah, this is a magnet that we're gonna keep, from Remy's Ratatouille adventure. So we got those, and then I went to another place, and they had a pack of these 4 pins that I had to get of Stitch, and I loved every single one of them, so I needed that one. And let's put the pins in here. And then I've been looking for, if you couldn't tell, Stitch is my favorite character. I've been looking for a lanyard for Stitch. I was hoping for one that was like blue, but I found this one, and I had to get it because of the Halloween pin and the one where he bakes the cake that like fills the entire oven, because I decorate cakes. So I will say, for starters, if anyone's looking to trade pins with me, it's not going to happen. If I'm buying pins, I'm buying them for me. I don't really look to trade. So there is that. I forgot to mention this one. After we were at the Magic Kingdom, this was the day that we got engaged, and Alex loves the popcorn buckets that Disney comes out with, and all of the ones that we have bought have all been off of eBay or Mercari or some third-party seller, essentially. And it was his goal to get a 50th anniversary Mickey popcorn bucket. And we had looked throughout all the parks. We weren't like actively looking. It was kind of like a glance at the popcorn stations, but we couldn't find anybody. It seemed like nobody had them. And then we watched the fireworks show, and we were on our way out. No. We ridden our last ride, the park was closing, and we were on our way out. And just before you exit, there was a popcorn station that had these, and he, like, I didn't even see it, but he saw it, and he immediately, like, stopped and, like, beelined to get in line. And it looked like they only had, like, 3 left, and he was, like, panicking because people were buying them. There wasn't that many people in front of us, but people were starting to buy them, and there was, like, 1 left at that point. And then when there was only the 1 left, somebody went over to this, like, box thing and pulled, like, 3 more out. And he was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna get one. And so he was very happy to get one, our first one from the parks. And I asked him that day, again, this was the day that I proposed to him, and I was like, what was your favorite part of today? And he goes, getting the popcorn bucket. Which, it's a joke. If you know Alex, like, he's just screwing around. So, very happy about that. And then we got some t-shirts. Oh, I got one more thing over here. So there's at World of Disney, the shop that's at Disney Springs, like they have like a whole station for like all the 50th anniversary merch. Let me get that out of the way. I'm running out of table space here. And I don't know if they like just didn't have this yet while we were there, but on our last like trip to Disney Springs, we were doing our final rounds shopping for souvenirs for other people, and I saw this box and I was like, what is that? And it was like, is that a snow globe? And it was a snow globe, and I was like, I need it, because I used to collect snow globes like crazy when I was a kid. And I don't really have any anymore, but I really wanted something with the castle, especially one that was decorated the way it is for the 50th anniversary. And so I thought this was beautiful, and then you spin it at the bottom and it plays "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes." And then after I saw this, there was this other store I wanted to go to. There was another store that I wanted to go to that had like original artworks and stuff, and there's this crazy painting of the Hatbox Ghost from the Haunted Mansion that's like, I think it was $15,000, and I really wanted to see if they had a print, but they didn't have any prints of it, so I didn't get it. But while we were there, I saw a painting that was of the castle, and then I saw another painting it's the same painting, but it's with all the embellishments that the castle has. And I just think that this is absolutely beautiful. And I have a blank wall that I think I'm going to put it on after I frame it, and maybe put some images around it from our vacation. I just love the blue. I just love everything about this and how vibrant it is, like right here. I just think it's a beautiful painting of the castle. And then I just looked over here and I realized I forgot one more thing that I got from Horror Nights. I got this mask right here. I collect masks, and I saw this one. I was like, that is such a cool mask that I haven't seen like anywhere else. I needed to get it. So yeah, it's really cool. The only thing with like Universal Studios is they do not let you dress up for Halloween. So if you're buying a mask and you're attending Halloween Horror Nights, they have to send it to a store that's outside of the park, because they will not let you wear these, which I was okay with because I had some other things that I did not feel like carrying around, and so it got sent up front, and yeah, I didn't have to carry it around for Horror Nights. So pretty cool. I'm gonna hang this up in my room. And then right here, I had to get this. I like reusable bags, and this is a pretty reusable bag here. We got this vest from Star Wars after Galaxy's Edge, after writing Rise of the Resistance, which that's gonna talk about that in another video. Searched high and low for this Madame Leota shirt. We saw it in the window on Main Street, and couldn't find it, and it was in like, there's like a wall where all these t-shirts are, and it's like at the bottom corner, that if you didn't see it, you were gonna completely miss it. Alex saw these pants that were really cool. I think they're like jogging pants or something, but they're like, they look very airbrushed, and it kind of celebrates the villains. And they're really, it's just a really cool design. I like this concept, and I hope they make more stuff based on that. We had to get, oh, we've been wearing this one, so let me flip it inside out. We saw these Halloween shirts that were really cute, and we had to hunt these down too, and then of course after we buy them, we see it everywhere in our size. But these Halloween shirts, we don't really do the like twinsy thing with matching shirts, but we had to get matching shirts of that. And then last thing is just a regular, not regular, but a tank top that has like the park icons on it. You got the castle, you got the Tree of Life, you got Spaceship Earth, and you got Tower of Terror down here. Oh, and the monorail Spaceship Earth, Space Mountain. Oh, and then on the back, I'm seeing more of this. I haven't really looked at this up close, but it also has Splash Mountain in the back. It might be on the front too. I don't see it. Ah, no, it's up here. It's just like kind of cut off. There was more stuff that we bought, of course. It was mostly like pins and stuff, but those are all gifts for friends and family. So most of that we don't have anymore because we've already given it away. But I'm not gonna show off what we still have because those are for friends and I don't want to ruin it for them. Oh, again, glasses. We found this at the Haunted Mansion and we needed it. I'm trying to, that's where it starts. Just of the ghosts and parts of the ride that are pretty iconic. I totally forgot to add these in, but because I had them off to the side, but I bought these Hocus Pocus cups because, you know, I have to. Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite movies. And then, of course, one more thing that I forgot. Of all the things that we could have found at Disney, we found a cat toy. And, of course, Alex had to buy it for our kittens. And as you can see here, they absolutely love it. I think they've already broken it at this point. But it's just some ribbons and a stick. And on the ribbons, it has all the Disney cats on it. It's super cute. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned. The next video I'm going to do is going to kind of review some things because there's some things that we need to talk about when it comes to Disney, comparing to Disney Enchantment and Boo Bash, because I definitely have some thoughts about those. So please stay tuned, and that should be the next video, and I will see you in that one.